Hi, I'm Ivana, and this is a video to show you the book that I did about your art. I had to design a book that contained a lot of images for university when I was studying graphic design and visual communication. We had to choose over a contemporary artist, and I chose you after some research I did and found your art. The name of the book is Johnny Taylor Postmodern Landscapes. It's in Spanish because I'm from Argentina. This is the dust jacket of the book. It folds over, as you can see. That is a little information about me and a picture of me simulating I'm the author. Here we are, the cover of the book with the parachute woman. There is a little relief on it. This is the back, and this is the full dust jacket altogether that was designed as a single piece. In the inside we have the end sheets. I chose this piece because it created a very interesting texture that goes perfect there. And then as we go, we have the first pages here. A dedication or something like that. We had to design every single part that you can find in a book, even a dedication. We had to invent the things or the information we didn't have or that we didn't know. I used fragments of your art to illustrate the different parts of the book, and what refers to titles or something in the text that has to be highlighted in a way. I used this layers thing that we can find obviously in your pieces. I tried to resemble your style in a way, let's say. Not that I could do it very well, but yet. So I did it like you can see it here in the index. I chose over 3 different typefaces to combine them and play around with them. I also love typography, so I took the chance to play with it along. This is the prologue. Here. Then I had to include a biography. Here you are again, the highlighted parts. I did it with this layering of the text and using a lot of colors and typefaces. And again, fragments of your art. These are my teacher's corrections. Some pages are blank because obviously we didn't have to write an actual book, but then we had to include a gallery with images of the artist, and here they are. I love this one. I also thought of making this piece the end sheets, because you can also create a texture, very nice texture out of this one, and I also love this piece, but then I chose over the other one, the one that I actually used. I thought making a video would be easier than just watching the pictures, because this way I can show you like the way it all looks. Well, again, more blank pages until we get to let's say an image index or a list of images, let's say, and then here you had to, include the full images even when you had used fragments. This cannot focus very well. And there, well, we had to add all the information of each piece. Like when, the name, and when it was painted, and maybe a description of the technique used by the artist. We also had to include a glossary. With terms, we had to make up the things that we didn't know, even when we hadn't used them much. I don't know. The same happens with the bibliography. I didn't use any bibliography but for the internet, so that I wouldn't invent that much. But we had to show how we could deal with things like this. What if you had to design a book that has bibliography? What if you had to design a book that has a glossary? So that's why we had to do all the parts. Those are my teacher's corrections again. And the colophon. I had fun doing this because colophons are boring, and I decided that I could make it better with a rooster. Okay, well, so that is it. I hope you liked it. I really had fun doing this. A friend of mine at work helped me binding it because I'm not that much trained at it. And this is a little manual that explains how I made the decisions over the design of the book. But it's also interesting to see because, I include the typefaces that I chose, and I played along with it again. This was for my teachers to see how I had done this. And this is the logo of my university. I did it for school in 2012, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this. I hope it wasn't so long. Thank you for inspiring me too. Bye.